The third one, I think, is important. Uh, and I kind of like segregate the third one as a separate point. Is you need to do. I think it's important. Um, be, just because I've seen my dad. Um, Actually, that was not the only business affair that he invested in. Got kind of somehow got cheated. Um, if I recall correctly, he partnered up with different opportunities with different partners about 3 occasions, and each time there's a telltale sign, the red flags, right? If you have done homework, he will probably avoid that. If Tom and Jerry uh, did their homework on Spike, he will find out that Spike actually had a lawsuit against a former partner about the same thing, right? That's kind of a hint, right? Um, but I have to caution you, just because somebody filed a lawsuit against someone or being sued, that doesn't mean this person is a bad person. Right? In business, we deal with lawsuits all the time. Sometimes you just have to take a stance, and sometimes you just need court assistance to recover the losses, right? That's perfectly normal. But if you see a person with a lawsuit pending repeatedly on the same pattern, that should give you a hint what type of person that is. Okay, so there is a saying that how they treat or how they handle one thing is how they handle everything. And I think that's very true. So if they handle the prior business affair, end up in lawsuit, then you probably can expect some dispute going to occur in the future, and they're not going to hesitate to use legal proceedings to enforce what they want or to get what they want. Also, to know this person really well, what is their vision, right? That's a more practical matter, right? Because if you talk to an attorney, I always want to talk about legal liability and lawsuit. But beyond that, okay, beyond that, you need to know your partner's vision. What is important to them in business? What's important to them in their life, right? Spend some time with them, with their family as well, and see how they interact with each other. Have dinner with their family, right? If you this person that you want to be your partner treat the family well, maintain their house clean and orderly, you can expect that he's gonna do the same thing to the business. On the other hand, if he treat, let's say, if you went to a restaurant together or golf with this person, um, they are so competitive, in fact, that they're willing to fudge the scores, hit the ball out of bounds. Somehow they just kick the ball in. If you see that kind of, even though it's just a game, right? That should give you a hint that how they treat that game might be the same way that they're gonna treat you when he becomes your partner or she become your partner. Same thing, going to a restaurant, have a meal with this person. If he's mean and rude to the server, you know what? Most likely he's going to be mean and rude to you when you start doing business together. Okay, so know this person really, really well. And I remember the story I told earlier about my dad when I was 11 years old. And I can frankly tell you, he was partnered up with a family member of ours. And there is already a sign about the character of this person. And I just wish, my dad had somebody told him that, hey, whatever that he's doing now, whatever he's doing, one thing is how he's going to do everything, right? So if he's this type of person in his own business, you can kind of expect that he's going to be the same person when you become a partner with you. But that's already in the past. It is a memory, is a lesson for me, And that's kind of like drive me hard uh, these days. And when I think about it, that's the reason why I focus on um, the partnership dispute, resolving them, avoid people from getting into the bad one. And if they just happen enter into the relationship that does not work out, how they can separate cleanly and with a less impact. And obviously, if they pass the point of no return, then we have no choice but to litigate, and we will be there for them as well. So that is my story, and that is my lesson, and hopefully you can find it beneficial.